Hey guys, this is Snamcraft. Are you ready for the finale? This is going to be this number 7 set between Snow and Soki as part of ASS 19 semifinal number 2. We've had two semifinals and both of them went to game number 7, albeit with slightly different results. For best, I mean, the game's kind of short and sweet, but he was able to triumph over Light because he was able to defeat the 2-fact push from Light. But for Snow vs Soki, it's just intense, long, drawn-out battles. All of the field and the player with those girls are really good looking. And there's a guy in the back, Dark Archon, please, backward. Taste Toasted Snow is the crazy Protoss. It's very nice to hold the banner and it's upside down. Anyways, Radeon is going to be the final map here. I'm very happy that this is going to be the map of choice because this map is very balanced as evidenced here. Radeon 48%. It's not super balanced, but it's okay. It's all right. It used to be a lot more balanced in the old days, but you know, after several iterations, I guess Zerg has found a way to beat it on this map slightly. So that's that. Anyways, let us once again take a final look at where things stand. So after 18 seasons of ASL, including SSL Season 1, which is ASL Season 17, Terran has won 8 times, Zerg has won 7 times, and Protoss won 3. We will not have a Terran winner this time around. It's going to be Zerg up to 8 or Protoss up to 4, and it's all going to come down and get decided possibly in this game, because if Protoss wins here, we will have a PvP final, and that's a disgusting sight for many of you, I think. For me, it's just kind of like eating cheese. But anyways, if you look at the most accoladed ASL performers, Flash is still number 1 with 4 golds, 1 silver, and 2 bronzes. Soki is number 2 with 3 golds, 0 silvers, and 1 bronze. Snow's got nothing. He's got nothing. Best has got nothing. So I would like one of these players to get something. And if you look at the performance by rounds, then Soki is got 16 round of 24, 14 round of 16, 10 quarterfinals, 5 semis, 3 finals, and he's won 3 times. As for Snow, he's been also in 16 ASL, he's been in 12 round of 16, 7 quarterfinals. Well, what's happening here? There's got to be a pylon, and drone's gonna come out because this is a forge opening. I don't like this idea from Snow. I guess it could work, but I don't know, man. A lot of pros are coming out. He's gonna try to stop the drone from coming down and planting a cannon here. And it looks like there's a lot of drones coming out. I think he can just cancel now. I think he's gonna try to attack. One of the probe is very damaged. One probe fought right away, but there's more probes. He needs to come around. He's gonna try to attack, but the probes are really damaged as well. He's gonna try to attack. He will get possibly 1 drone. He will start to attack. The 4th probe is here. It's not looking good for Snow. He's canceling his cannon, but he's forced a lot of drones to get put off the line, but those drones can still go on mining. 1 drone has gone down. The cannon's still getting attacked here. Where's the expansion? Snow's got enough money for an expansion, but he's not going to try and expand. He will expand now and try to play from behind, and that was a bad plan, because those drones are going to mine anyways. They were going to that base to mine anyways. The only thing that Snow has got is that the gas might be a little bit delayed, maybe? I don't know, but Soki might just decide to go for the gas at the 3rd base, at the expansion, because there's no expansion yet. But Zerglings are moving across the map. Can the cannon make it on time? I guess the cannon will make it on time. We need to cover the area right now. The probe will try to check out, and he need to get inside of the Zerg's main base. The cannon completes. The 5 Zerglings will not be able to get through, so the game is gonna go back into normal. But Snow has shot himself in the face by going for that ridiculous build. It never works. How could it possibly works? Even for a player like Mini, who's got amazing micro, it never works. And for him, Snow, who is a slow man, he just, I don't know, I guess he was a little bit tired. Yeah, when was the last time you saw that kind of build works for Protoss? When? I mean, oh my, what is this probe doing? What is happening? Is Snow kind of falling apart or what, man? We have the gas taken at the 3rd base, which is nice. There's going to be more cannons. And actually, you don't need to take another cannon. He might want to cancel it, actually, because he's got just enough to cover here. Just need to block with the probe, and once the Zealot is out, it's fine. Use the cannon for something else. He's checking. He knows that there could be the, you know, what is that thing called? The lair at the 3rd base, because the expansion is not yet made. Now the lair at the 3rd base is also dangerous because it can actually get sniped sometimes in the future. And Snow is a little bit tired. He's a little bit tired. his drone, his probe's gonna try to go out now. He sees the Zerlings coming out now, so he's gonna have to go out and not go out but go back in, and he's gonna try to drive the Zerlings around for a little bit more just to buy sometimes. That's a lot of Zerlings. You know what? One build that I think I'd like him to see in this game is gonna be Fast Zealot without Corsairs. That might be something. There's gonna be Hydra Den. The Hydra Den is very, very deep inside enemy territories. There's gonna be 2 cannons, and with the spawning position, it's gonna be very hard, I think, for Snow to cover his forge. So whatever upgrade he wants to go for it's not gonna work, and that's gonna be slightly unfortunate. But already Soki, I think, is on the lead. If you look at the supply, 38 for Snow and 30 for Soki. Finally, Soki's gonna take an expansion, and Zerglings are busy chasing this probe around. Do they have speed? It looks like they could possibly have speed. I don't know. I think at the last minute they destroy the probe, and they're gonna try to return home now. But the Zealot has arrived. I will see that there's gonna be a hatchery at the front door. 2 Zealots looking forward to expand. And the moment he moves in, the Zealot's gonna move back, and that's gonna be the signature, the signal for the Zealot to attack against the 3rd base here. The Zealot to get on high ground is gonna try to go and hide inside the main. The Zerglings are gonna try to go where, because they need to defend the 3rd base as well. The Zealot can check and see that inside the main there's nothing. There is no lair. He knows that it's something that is possibly a Hydra Den, because why would you want to build a lair that is really far out? It's really dangerous. You don't really want to do that. So you can suspect it's going to be very fast meters, and the drone is getting sniped. This is a good deal here. Good attack. He would try to come out here and buy some more time, but that was kind of getting payback there for that previous probe that he's lost at the front door. But anyhow, the game is going to continue. Looking at the 6-minute and 40-minute mark of the game, and Hydra's going to start to stream across the map. The forge will fall, no doubt, but can he have enough to hold here? He needs to suspect that it's going to be Hydras, because he doesn't see the lair. If you don't see the lair, you need to be going for cannons. He's getting ready to put down the cannon. He sees the Hydras, and he's going to be able to drive those forces back. The cannon's going to be all the way back, and he's going to completely forsaken. He's already forsaken his forge. He says, you know, I cannot save that forge. Might as well forget about it and go for something else. There's going to be another hatchery coming up. So Snow's going to be coming up through 3 cannons, 4 cannons. He would try to snipe the Overlord. Not successful unless his Zealot come out to support. There are only 4 Hydras. 4 Hydras might not be enough to hold with the Zealot come out right now. He's not coming up with the Zealot. He's just waiting inside with his Corsair. And these are the Corsairs going to start to eat some shots as well. From Hydra's going to back up. I don't really like it for Snow, but that's going to be, you know, good for all of us who don't like mirror matchups in the finals, because if we see Best vs Snow in the finals, it's kind of really not really interesting. Is that another Templar Archive in the main? Did I read that correctly? Maybe I'm mistaken, but it looks like he built a Templar Archive in the main, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely I need a Parallax or something like that. What is that eye surgery? But anyways, this forge will fall. There's gonna be some more cannons getting created. Massive Hydras coming through, but maybe still not enough. No, it might be enough. There's a lot of Zealot. The probes need to come out. Why is the probe staying behind? They need to stay on the front line. The Hydras are looking forward. Like they could actually dive in right now, but at least last minute, I think it's not gonna be successful. And yeah, the Corsairs will check. A lair is coming up. We are expecting Spire at some point. Okay, that's going to be a forge. Double forge. I was going to say, are you going to make another Templar Archive in the main like Bisu? But he doesn't do that. Anyway, 6 Hatch Riders coming up. And Soki's going to have a very healthy economy. I like the fact that he's mining out the base that is really far from his main, and that base will get mined out. So even if Protoss takes it out later, that's completely fine. The cannon's getting destroyed, so that's great for Snow to save some money. His double force is going to be upgrading here, and I have no doubt that Soki is working towards lurkers. Okay, he's going to be going up to Spire, maybe not lurkers right away, but this Overlord is allowed to just see every goddamn thing here. High Temp is going to come down, and the Corsairs is not even interested in actually taking it out. Just let the Overlord romp around and see everything, and there's going to be another base coming up. Very, very nice economy. Is completely spawned, so Snow knows exactly what's going on. He needs to actually plan his economy, plan his army, plan his move out timing. He will see the Spire. He see everything that he wants to see. There's going to be a 3rd Corsair, which is also a good idea, because the enemy has started to build the Spire. Once you see the Spire, you want to come out with with some more Corsairs. Zerling is coming out. He wants to see how many High Templars there are. This is a very nice move that the Zerg players often do. Just sacrifice 1 or 2 Zerglings sometimes, once every few minutes, to try to find out to ascertain the state of the Protoss defenses and the number of High Templars, because you want to see how many Hydras need to make, and whether there's a Dark Archon. But we have the first Dark Templar, but he will see the Overlord. Zealot coming to need to run towards the left side. Not a bad idea. Zealots don't have speed. The Dark Templar is going to get surrounded. They have to return. He's going to try to drive back to the Overlord. Don't have speed. They don't have speed. Good attack. They will get 100. They will escape. Yeah, it will escape or not. Yes, it will escape and leave this area. Good attack. They will try to get as many Zerglings as possible and just buy some more time this way. And the Overlord speed completes at just the right moment, but that Templar destroyed so many forces, and Zealots had left the area. So that Templar kills how many? I think like 4 Zerglings and 1 or 2 Hydras. So that's not bad. That's not bad. But now Zealots going to try to attack against the 4th base. And Hydra's looking through. Zealots are streaming. They will get on the high ground. The hatchery will not get completed. 2 Zealots going to attack. These Zealots going to try to surround the Hydras in the middle area. Not a bad idea, but it looks like there's going to be reinforcement. He will try to kill some drones here. Zealots going to get mixed in and destroy the Hydras, but the 4th base is up. And keep in mind that during this time, Protoss doesn't have a 3rd base. Zealot hiding in the back, and there's going to be Mutas. Finally, Mutas, and where are these Zealots hiding? They cannot possibly hide. They will see the Mutas. Wow, what a nice idea to see the Mutas, and very, very good timing of the Mutas. There's going to be some Dragoons who need to start to break those cannons and break out with the Dragoons here. There's no 3rd base for Snow, so this game is unfolding like the first, like not the first, like the 6th game, the previous game, where Zerg is up 4 bases and Protoss is still on 2, and Protoss need to play catch up. But finally, we do have the first Dragoon forces coming out there. Some cannons to protect, and I think Dragoon range is not yet done. Mutas is gonna come through, and 1 Corsair is too close to comfort here to the Mutas. They will try to come out and great attack, and I think 1 Corsair was sniped. No, I think it's not yet sniped. But Dragoon's gonna come out. Great forces here, and Scourge is looking forward to dive in. You don't really need to Scourge. You just need to snipe those High Templars. And the Corsair is gonna try to protect the backside. There's gonna be a chance to expand possibly there. There's some Zerglings at that base, but at the last minute those Zerglings are going to get destroyed. Nice attack on the Hydras. The Protoss have +1 offense and +1 armor. They're moving forward to some areas, and the Mutas have been spotted on the north side. You need to pull back. In these scenarios, you want to see where the Mutas are going. Amazing Corsair control from Snow, but is it enough? I don't know. The Mutas are still checking. They're on the left side of the main army of Snow. They are trying to dance back and forth. They dive in right now. There's Hydra that could get something here, but the Scourges have all died. And now Snow knows that the Mutas is on the north side of his army. He needs to kind of, move his Corsairs, and you need to kind of maneuver your Corsairs so that they're always facing the Mutalist, and Hydra is always on the other side. And now there's going to be a major army attack. The Corsairs once again are patrolling area nicely. There's going to be 3 hatcheries. The Corsairs going to dive in. There's some Scourges. He starts to attack. Great preemptive storm. Amazing storm. The second storm is not as good as the first one. Mutas are going to come to, they all die. But how many Hydras remain? I think there's only 1 Hydra that exhausted the storm. And now massive Hydra's going to start to move across the map. Snow need to transfer the probes towards a new base now and try to saturate it. There's going to be able to cast a storm. Possibly there's going to be Hydras coming to the Corsairs. You need to run back. They're not running back. They're running back, getting alerted by a Zedok, which is nice. He's got only 2 Hydras. 1 Hydra has got 1 storm. The other Hydra also has 1 storm. It's going to be a major battle in the area. There's no observers. Dragoon's going to attack first, and Hydra's going to push back. And why is Soki retreating? I feel like he could actually engage right now. Just engage. You have so much army. He's not engaging. I guess he's waiting for the Lurkers to come into position to actually engage here. And Protoss needs to think about taking the 4th base right now because he's got the lead. He's got the army control. Corsairs need to pull back there. 2 damage. Pull back the Corsairs. Great storm. You need to cast 1 more storm. There's no observers. Great Hydra pull back. Great storm that only ease up 1 Lurker. It's not going to be enough. You don't want to spend 2 storms on 1 Lurker when the bulk of the enemy are the massive Hydras. Anyways, this 1 Hydra is going to get sniped. Possibly no, but great attack. And Protoss is coming through. Zerg is defending nicely. 150 supply for Snow and 140 for Soki. Very, very tense situation. And Hydra's going to come to a great interception. Hydra's coming from all sides. We need to have a storm on those big clump of units, not storming these units right here. What are you doing? He's going to come to Dragoon's going to get sniped in the middle. Storm! You can storm right now to slow down those Hydras. He's not storming. You want to go for the storm. He's not storming. What are you doing? You need to storm, man. You freaking Protoss player. Your main arsenal is to storm, and you did not storm. His army get crushed. That was slow reaction from Slow, man. And the situation completely reversed. Snow 126 supplies, Soki 135. He needs to remake his High Templars now and try to engage in the middle of the map before the Lurkers get close to his main base. And yeah, that major mistake was just a turning point of the game. He had 2 high tablets that could have casted the storm, and now he's gonna be pushed back into a pulp here. Major attacks coming in. Lurkers coming through. There's Observer or not? Where's the Observer? Where's the Observer? There's Observer. He's got it. But it's gonna be an attack on the other side of the map as well. Need to pull back and support the left side as well. Zealot is not able to protect. There's gonna be some probes here just to buy time. The first cannon will fall. Zealot need to go out there to support. He's not moving his forces. He's trying to hold here with just some Dragoons here. Zealot need to attack right now. One cannon's gonna be falling very quickly. Dragoon's gonna move back. He doesn't want to lose his area. The Corsair is gonna try to come out. One Corsair is getting sniped. He doesn't have enough High Templars. He's falling fast in supply. High is gonna move through. There's gonna be High Templars. They don't have enough energy. They don't have enough energy. Pull them back. Pull them back and save them for the engagement later. He will lose 1 High Templar. He will lose 2. He will lose 2 High Templars. The probes are running away. The High Templars get been saved. The High Templars have been saved. The probes are moving towards the third base, and Snow is gonna get eliminated from the ASL. The champion has come back, and he's shown that champion material is not a joke, guys. Snow has played well, but not well enough. GG! This game has ended in favor of Snowky the monster. GG! Best versus Snowky next week. I'm gonna be looking forward to that. Best will have a hard time, but let's all cheer for my best buddy from college. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this entire series, with the buy me coffee in the video soon. Bye bye. Oh wait, 1 more zonings have died, and everything's gonna be just back to normal. Maybe 1 cannon goes up. Keep in mind that the forge is behind the pylon. Actually, he need to make another pylon. Did he have enough pylons to cover for everything? I'm not so sure exactly, but the massive Hydra is gonna be streaming across the map now. He needs to stop making the probe and start to make another pylon. Make another pylon, man, because that pylon, I'm not so sure how much it covers. Anyways, that's in the pullback, and the battery will actually buy some time here. But the pylon, you need to get saved. Make another pylon. Look at the single pylon just powering everything here. The single pylon powers everything, and the Hydra's can actually just attack it right now. And yeah, the Hydra is gonna, okay, look at this, he's gonna target the pylon now. It's gonna attack, and Snow's reaction is too slow. Once again, his reaction is so insanely slow. His name is not Snow, his name is Slow, man. I mean, God. And we're gonna be having Slow versus Snowky today, because Soki is playing like a real Jon Snow, the King of the North, and now the reaction time isn't so bad. 1 cannon falls, 2 cannons fall, just absolute domination from the Zerg monster. I am sorry, Snow, you get out of here, man. You don't deserve to be in the finals. Let my main man Rain take care of this stupid, but you know, freak. And I will show you a picture of my main man now. That's him on the left side. And he's gonna be able to take care of this beast right here for you guys. So this guy is not, I mean, he's a disgrace to the Protoss Conclave. He's a disgrace to the tribe, and I'm gonna excommunicate him from the tribe now. He's excommunicado like John Wick's in that series, except he doesn't have guns. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm sure you did not climax this game, because I'm disgusted. You know, I don't watch gay porn, so I could not climax watching this stuff. I mean, this stuff is a disgrace, and he's signing on the camera. What the freak, man? This is goddamn insane. See you soon, bye bye.